Well, that's the road to the campground we are going to stay at tonight. So we are going to find plan B, which we're not too sure what that is yet. Well, this is pretty crazy, but our life of living in a van has officially begun today. We have hit the road, we've pulled out of Denver, and our maiden voyage has begun. This video will highlight this maiden voyage, and I think it'll probably be a lot of just processing some of the emotions that we're feeling right now. You know, this channel is pretty new and we're just getting going, so we'd love your help. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you. Things you'd like to see from us, things you'd like to know about the van. So leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you want to follow along in our adventures, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll be putting out a video about once a week. Our first destination is the Pacific Northwest. We're gonna spend about a month kind of in that whole area, mainly Washington, and we'll head up to Vancouver Island and Vancouver and Whistler. Our plan is to get to Portland in about 5 or 6 days. We invite you to come along for the ride.
Welcome to Wyoming.
Well, we had our first night in the van, and for the most part it was a good night. We did have a little bit of drama when we stopped for dinner. We pulled over at a rest area last night, and as we were preparing dinner we saw water starting to run out on the floor on the inside of the van, and through a couple trial and errors and some investigation, we did figure out that there was a loose connection on the cold water pipe going to the sink. I think I knocked it or came loose when I was putting in the water filter the other day. So we fixed it, or at least we hope we fixed it, but we came in last night. We didn't make it as far as we wanted to because of that issue, but we found another spot. We're right off the Platte River in Wyoming, and turned out to be a really nice spot. Woke up, it was a little cold this morning, but it's a beautiful sunny day now, and we're just getting kind of organized and going to be hitting the road soon and just continuing to head west. Well, that's the road to the campground we are going to stay at tonight. So we are going to find plan B, which we're not too sure what that is yet. Plan B ended up being a bus as well, and we're at plan C right now. We drove a little bit further down the road to another town, and no luck here. At least we don't feel too good about staying anywhere here in the town. It's a really small town, but we did stop. We just made some dinner, took Tilly for a walk, gave her some food, so we're gonna just keep driving. We think we'll be able to get something as we get closer to the interstate. We're pretty much in the middle of nowhere right now in Idaho, but all good. There was just a ton of snow where we planned to go. I mean, I'm talking like 6 or 7 feet of snow on the side of the road, and a lot of these campsites that we had planned for were not plowed. So be it. We'll take some lessons from this, and hopefully we'll get something later tonight. This ended up being plan D. We got in here last night. It actually wasn't too bad. We had to drive another 20 minutes or so. It's a old retired state park. It's more or less an abandoned campground. The BLM is now managing it. It actually worked out okay. We're right off of the interstate, I-5, so there's a little bit of road noise. Not too bad though. Inside the van, it wasn't too bad. I think what we learned though last night is we just got to roll with it. Like, we know there's gonna be times where our plan A or plan B or even our plan C isn't going to work out, and that's just going to have to be okay. So it all worked out. It's actually a really pretty location, despite the interstate. I got up this morning. It's actually just after sunrise right now. I was going to do some photography. I did a few shots, but no real color, but some really pretty ponds and some reflections and stuff. So we're gonna take Tilly for a bit of a walk now, get her some exercise, and then we're gonna head out for the day. Stayed in Ketchum, Idaho last night, otherwise known as Sun Valley, and they've got these public lots that you can actually park in overnight. It's 25 cents an hour, so not a bad deal. Got a little bit of snow overnight. Got up this morning, went for a bit of a walk, took my camera, did a little bit of photography, so hope you enjoy some of these photos. After our pretty morning in Ketchum, we hit the road, and the plan was to drive along the Sawtooth Scenic Byway in Idaho, which is supposed to be really pretty, but of course we had snow coming down, pretty low visibility, lots of clouds, so we didn't get to take in the sights, but still a pretty drive. Well, that's a wrap of the Maiden Voyage. You know, it's hard to capture all the details and all the highlights, but hopefully this gave you a good idea of how things have gone thus far. So far, so good. We're still alive. We're on about day 5 or so right now. We are about to head into the Columbia River Gorge. I think I'm going to do a separate video for that. I'm really excited about some of the stuff that we're going to see there, but all in all, I would say we've learned a few things. Just still feeling really excited about this adventure. It still hasn't quite set in that this is now our life and our home, but we're excited. We're excited for you to be coming along with us. So we'll see you on the road next time, and may God bless you.